Welcome to part 24 of Sailor Moon Another Story. After beating Rubius, we now have the Ark in our possession, meaning we could go wherever we want. If you haven't gotten the items on the deck, you could do that now. But the item below deck, you cannot get to it. Why? Because the cutscene here will happen and you won't be able to hop onto the you won't be able to go to the bottom deck after the cutscene, because once we get into the Ark from here on in, you're just gonna get to the Ark and get to the overworld of the past. That's basically it. And speaking of backtracking, we'll be backtracking to 3 other areas, which is Medea's, Kindness, and Yaga Village. So, in other words, all the backtracking we're going to be doing, I'm just going to show you how to get back to those villages since you got the airship, but also I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be doing off screen. I'm only going to get into one fight in the North Pole, but I also going to show you in the Medea's village exactly why I told you that you will never be able to get the puzzle piece in Mishi Village if you miss it. So now we go to the North Pole to show off the enemies there, because of course in a later part, I'm going to have to come back here because that's where the story continues. So, we start off with Snow Dancers. Snow Dancers are actually from the Sailor Moon Super movie. They were the minions of... No, they are the minions of Princess Snow Kaguya. And they hurt really, really badly. They managed to get not 1 but 2 critical hits on Chibiusa. But they only have like 3,000 HP, sorry, not experience points. They got 800 experience points, and that's a lot of experience points for anyone that's under level. So, I'll be bringing all the underlevel scouts, if I can, to this place. But at least have some soldiers that are at least between level 28 and level 30 backing them up. So that way, eventually they won't be able to be backed up, or they won't need to be backed up after you leveled up a level. So, okay. I'm sorry, but what I was trying to say was I was going to grind there until I reach an appropriate level with all of the Sailor Soldiers, so I could just pick the team that I'm going to play with for the rest of the game. Now we're here in Medea's village, and we also passed up a kid who mentions if there are any puzzle pieces left, and also points out that there was a puzzle piece here. There is no puzzle piece here because I got them all back in part 9. Back in part 8. No, it was part 9. It was part 9. I got them all in part 9 and part 10. So yeah. The only piece that I am missing is the one from Andis Village, from which the starting port from there is from Kindness Village. But since we're gonna go to the way of Mishi Village, I might as well show you, after we get through the series of battles, exactly what happens if you attempt to try to get the puzzle piece that is there. Because as I told you all before, if you do not get the puzzle piece here, you will never be able to get the puzzle pieces in the puzzle piece in Mishi Village ever again, because of one important factor. And once I get through all of this, I will show you what that important factor is. But for the time being, I will have Saturn do lots of damage to people. And honestly, I should keep Saturn with that setup on until everybody is good enough to defend themselves. And then I just take the red pupil off of Saturn and put it... No, not Saturn, I meant Jupiter. Why did I call her Saturn? But anyway, this is the reason why that you can't get into Mishi Village. Or the mayor's manor, one of the two. Because the mayor took the key and locked the door. You can't get in, no matter what you do. You could only get in that one time, and that's it. So yeah, if you miss out on any puzzle pieces, you won't be able to get in. And all I'm missing is one. So, I'm going to go into the inn and heal up Chibiusa because she took a pounding. So next stop, we're going to go back to the Ark Warp Point, and we are going to go to probably Yaga Village because we gotta show that off too. But Yaga Village, you'll be able to get the puzzle pieces there without any problem. Meanwhile, all the enemies here that used to give off lots of experience points are giving off even less, which is rather absurd. Now, I'm not trying to grind or anything, it's just the fact that the encounter rate has been increased because of the fact that we're here. I don't know why, but it is. Oh, damn it. Maybe I should press start whenever I try to walk 7 steps. Perhaps that'll help. It doesn't do it all the time, but perhaps it'll help most of the time. Now then, let's get onto the Ark and leave. So, what's the gist of me having to show all of this over? Well, like I said, the whole point of you actually going on the airship is to pick up missing puzzle pieces. That's the whole point. I don't need to go to the North Pole just yet, but I'm gonna do that off screen though. Wait, I just found it. There it is. So, Yaga Village. So, if you want to go to the other village, you're gonna have to go the opposite direction. But Yaga Village, you will have little resistance here because the enemies that used to beat the crap out of Sailor Mars because of how powerful they were and how weak she was can now go down in one hit. And also, you think that if you can come here to get Yaga Soup, well, you're sadly mistaken. As you will soon see, as soon as I get to the village. I went the wrong way. But yeah, I'm only showing you this because there is a lot of changes in this village since the past. Excuse me. Changes that include Yaga Village was still alive in the past. However, Yaga Soup is not for sale. And also, other changes includes you weren't able to get to the Mayor's Manor or the Village Elder's Manor. But if anything, the only other change that is important is Kindness Village's change, and that is the fact that there is a mid-boss there. I mean, not a mid-boss, but an optional boss there that is pretty damn hard. And again, I'm not grinding on screen because I want to. The encounter rate has gotten up ridiculously high. Anyway, Sorry, I had to drink me some water on that note. We're here in Yaga Village, and where's the shop? As you can see, all the people are here, just like it was back in part 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, in part 7, this town was a ghost town, basically, but there was people that was alive, they had inns, they had everything you needed, until that is you found out that the place was deserted and was recently destroyed. Here, it's a thriving town in the past. Now then, where in the hell is the shop? I usually don't get lost. I would have found the shop on... there it is. Now then, to show off if they have Yaga soup. And the answer is... no, they don't. Instead, they have the bare essentials, which is bentos, nigiri sets, foot creams, and manicures, etc. Even colognes is being sold here. Well, colognes are really good because it restores everybody's EP. But, again, you literally have no access to Yaga soup, and the only Yaga soup you could get after you've turned Yaga Village into a ghost town was from Rubius, which was the drop that he had. So, yeah. There's not much to say on that. All we need to do is just get the hell out of here. And also, the rival town would have, or not the rival town, should I say the neighboring village, would normally have Yaga soup, but it doesn't. So, let's hop onto this, platform, and let's head over to Kindness Village. And that is where we're going to make our stop, because I am going to be grinding off screen, and it's going to take me a while and a couple of attempts, because trust me, the optional boss here is hard as hell. Oh, and mind you, it's also a gauntlet, so yeah, there's that too. So without any further ado, I'm going to save here. Also, by the way, the puzzle piece in question, I'll also show that off in the next part. So I will again stop it here in Kindness Village, and the next time we meet, we're going to deal with the scourge that happens to be in Kindness Village. You know what? There's no beating around the bush. At the end of the part, you'll know exactly who we'll be seeing in part 25. This is RVman985. Peace out.